The Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, CIPM, will promote excellence and regulate the ecosystem for people management to deliver value for sustainable growth of individual organizations and nations. As the apex regulatory body for the practice of human resource management in Nigeria, we ensure continuous development and maintenance of professional competence of our over 12,000 members across the public and private sectors of the Nigerian economy. We'll help you drive through human resource challenges in the workplace by providing tools, resources, and solutions that align with best practices. Become a professional and develop your competencies as a professional. Join us today. Visit www.cipmnigeria.org to get started. We deliver value through people.
Join the conversation on the most relevant issues affecting the workplace, as well as the human resource patterns being positioned to solve them on The Office. Get notifications on available job listings.
Okay, no problem.
In the industry, every Thursday from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Only on Lagos Talks 91.3.
All right, welcome to The Office. This is Lagos 91.3. My name is Michelle Ago. It's 33 minutes now past the hour of 4. And on The Office today, as you know, first of all, I'd like you to remember that The Office is proudly brought to you by the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria and Lagos Talks 91.3. Today, I'll be introducing my special guest. I'll let you in on who she is. But today, we'll be talking about improving people's productivity and engagement in the current economic reality that we all live in Nigeria. But now let's talk about our guest briefly before we get into today's discussion. Now, my guest is a member of the CIPM, also a chairman, CIPM Institutional Development Committee. She is a versatile human resource professional whose experience cuts across advertising, manufacturing, banking, and the public sectors. Her experience spans the human resource management value chain and the public sector practice of bespoke HR model of administration. She is a well sought after licensed facilitator on HR roles and practice in the public sector. She is a strategic advocate of growth mindset in the Lagos State Public Service, highly proactive, a team player, a coach, mentor, result-oriented, and a visionary leader. She is also the Director Admin of Human Resource of the Lagos State Ministry of Health, where she administers workforce fit across the multidisciplinary departments and units. She has contributed immensely to the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria in various capacity at chapter, branch, and national levels. She is currently a member of the CIPM Governing Council in her capacity as the chairman of the Institutional Development Committee. She is extremely passionate about coaching and mentoring young adults. She loves growing and developing. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is Madam Olubusola Abidakun, MCIPM. Welcome to the conversation, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, Michelle. Nice to be here. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to have you join us today. It's cold weather here in Lagos. Are you in Lagos?
Oh yes, I'm in Lagos. Pretty cool. I love it.
All right, thank you. Now, today we'll be talking about the economy that we all live in today and the reality of this. It's very important that people are strategic. That way they can be more productive and engage better in this current economic reality. So I'm going to ask a few questions because we hope to showcase or share how people can position themselves for better. But first of all, let's talk about the term people productivity. What does it truly mean?
All right, thank you, Michelle. I'm really happy to be here. When we talk about people productivity or workforce productivity or even employee productivity, it is the assessment of the level of efficiency a worker or a group of workers exhibit. It is an evaluation of the output of the employee in a specific period. Likewise, the productivity of a given employee will be assessed relative to an average for employees handling similar job descriptions. And the success of any organization depends upon the productivity of its workforce. And so people productivity is really critical for business success.
Okay, people's super important for business. You cannot have a successful business without having productive people around you. So what is engagement in this context? When we talk about engaging in the current economic realities, what does engagement truly mean in this context? And how does it impact the productivity of the workforce?
Okay, when you talk about employee engagement, it is the emotional commitment the employee has for the organization and its overall mandate or goals. Engaged employees are passionate of the work and the organization. They do not just work for the salary or for the next promotion, but do work to ensure they achieve the goals of the organization. They are business partners. When this is the case, the productivity of an engaged employee will be very high, and likewise, the organization productivity will be great. Engaged employees most of the time are business partners with their organizations.
I love that engaged employees are business partners with the work organization. Is it something that has to do with the staff being truly intentional about the growth of the business? Or is it a culture that is imbibed by the management when you start working in organizations with this kind of visions?
Yes, there's something we call employee engagement and experience. When an employee loves what he's doing and he believes that that organization is his or her business place, business, he puts in everything about him into it. And so the employee and the employer, they're working together, and thus you call them business partners. Once you have employees that believe that they're business partners, they're so passionate, they're punctual, they're and so productive.
Wow. Okay. To tune in, for those who are tuned in right now, we have so much to learn today on the office today. We're still talking about improving people's productivity and engagement in the current economic reality. We have employers of labor that are tuned into the program right now, and of course, employees who are also tuned in to learn a thing or two, and of course to join the conversation. To do that, you know what to do. You can call the phone lines or send us a tweet on Twitter at Lagos Talks 913. That is at Lagos Talks 913. You can also use the hashtag The Office 913. And on the phone lines, you can call 0809 234 5913, 0809 191 3913, or call 0809 222 0913. On the landline numbers, it is 015150913, 015151913. Let's talk a little bit about the CIPM that has an event coming up shortly, very soon. Please shed more light on this topic. When is the event and what is it all about? What is the CIPM doing this time?
Yes, the event is the annual special Human Resource Forum, and it is the 14th edition, which will hold virtually on Wednesday, 29th June, 2022 at 10 a.m. prompt. The goal is to, and what is the goal anyway? The goal is to expose participants to global best practices. So usually a non-Nigerian is the guest speaker. Since year 2008, Nigerians have been serving as panelists, and they domesticate the learnings to the Nigerian operating environment based on the exposure, experience, and sector. And let me tell you this, Michelle, this is the unique selling vision of the Special Human Resource Forum. Thank you.
Who would be participating? We would have Nigerians and foreigners in this event, but what type of professionals would be here and what fields would they be in? Is it just restricted to human resource professionals, or it's open for a few other professions? Just tell us a little bit more.
Oh no, it's open to both members and non-members of CIPM. It's open to business leaders, HR and non-HR professionals, It is for every employer and every employee. Everybody that's particular about HR and the productivity of the business space.
Okay, so it's June 29th.
And then I can tell you about the benefits, and then let me go ahead to tell you about the benefits.
Go ahead.
The benefits of attending the forum, it includes, number one, sharing global best HR practices available, discussing contemporary issues in the HR profession. We want to be the best. So the way it is practiced over there abroad is the way it should be practiced holistically. And then it will foster interpersonal and corporate relationships, as well as great networking. It's a forum where you ask questions and obtain solutions from industry experts to combat current challenges. And most importantly, also, the certificate is acceptable for CIPM membership upgrade, admission purposes, and for your license renewal. We have the HR practicing license. Once you have this certificate, you can even use it for your renewal. And then, again, one of the most important things, post-COVID, this forum has been highly subsidized. It used to be, it will run into hundreds of naira, but post-COVID and the fact that it's now virtual, it's been highly subsidized for both CIPM members and non-members.
Okay, what is
Thank you.
If it's subsidized, so my listeners who are interested can also put that into consideration when they sign up.
Okay, yeah, it is 20,000 naira, as opposed to, it used to be like 110,000 naira, but it is 20,000 naira or $35. So it's so highly subsidized for anyone to subscribe and register.
So it starts at 10 a.m. prompt on Wednesday, June 29th, virtually.
Yes, please. Yes, virtually.
How many hours?
Michelle? Oh, maximum 2.5 hours, maximum.
Just quickly, I understand that there will be some speakers. I mean, it's a forum, so there's going to be a lot of speaking engagement. So I just want to quickly ask, you know, the selected thought leaders that will be sharing deep insights into the subject matter, who and who will be speaking at this event?
Okay, the guest speaker is no other person but the legendary Johnny Clayton Taylor Jr. He is the President and Chief Executive Officer, Society for Human Resource Management, usually with the acronym SHRIM. You must have heard a lot about SHRIM. So we are bringing the President, Johnny C. Taylor Jr. as the guest speaker. And for the panelists, we have our own Funke Amobi, MCIPM. She's the Regional Head, People and Culture, West African Region, Standard Bank Group. We have Dr. Michael Akabogu, the Managing Director, Chief Executive, Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF. We have Gloria Ibeziako, Associate Director and Head, People, Performance and Culture, KPMG Professional Services, and Dr. Lawal Issa, FCIPM, Guest Lecturer, Department of Public Administration, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Imagine those that we're going to have. Super people.
To say the least, these are excellent speakers and highly skilled professionals. Now, let's talk about some of the top 3 takeaways that participants should look to learn and apply in their organizations. I'm sure they want to get something out of it. Besides this very important opportunity to network with industry professionals that are actually super diverse, it's also an opportunity for them to learn and equally apply to improving people productivity and also engaging in this economy that we're talking about. So kindly tell us about 3 takeaways that participants would learn and apply after this forum on June 29th.
Okay, thank you. And I do hope that our listeners have the notepad and the biros. Number 1, they will take away critical skills and knowledge management that will lead to effective performance and profitability. Number 2, they will learn about factors that have cushioning effect for employee engagement, experience, and productivity. And number 3, they will learn about critical stakeholder management approach or approaches that will fit into the new economic reality. Thank you. You asked for only 3. They will learn much more.
Okay, so you said it's 20,000 now. How can people register? Where do they go? Is it online? Do they have to come to the CIPM office, or how exactly can people sign up or register for these events?
Okay, yes, we did. I did say 20,000 naira or $35 per participant, and they're to register online via CIPM website, www.cipmnigeria.org, or they could call 0802 303 0616 or 0803 386 3949. Would you want me to go through it again?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay, registration is via CIPM website, www.cipmnigeria.org, or call 0802 3030 616 or 0803 386 3949.
All right, thank you. Thank you. At 10 a.m. June 29th, and it's a virtual event, and every professional is expected to be in attendance, especially for those that are thinking of improving people's productivity and engagement in this current economic realities. Would you also be one of the panelists there? Would also love to hear you speak as well. Would you be one of the speakers?
I will be, I'll be one of the moderators. I'll be there as the chairman.
All right. Thank you so much. These are all the questions that
Thank you, Michelle.
About this. But for those who are just tuned in, you've been listening to Madam Olubusola Abidakun, MCIPM chairman, CIPM Institutional Development Committee. She is a versatile human resource professional whose experience cuts across advertising, manufacturing, banking, and the public sectors. And her experience spans the human resource management value chain and the public sector practice of bespoke HR models of administration. She is a well sought after licensed facilitator on HR roles and practice in the public sector. She's a strategic advocate for growth mindset in the Lagos State Public Service, highly proactive, a team player, a coach, mentor, result-oriented, and a visionary leader. And like I said, she's worked in the public sector as well. She is the director at Main Human Resource of the Lagos State Ministry of Health, where she administers workforce fleet across the multidisciplinary departments and units. And she's contributed immensely, massively to the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management Nigeria. It's no wonder why she's the chairman in various capacities as chapter, branch, and national levels. And she's a current member of the CIPM Governing Council. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm hoping that the listeners will be registering and also participating, and also seize this opportunity to network and expand their reach in their profession in general. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any last words?
Oh, yes, yes. I would like to say that HR officers, or in fact, all employees, they should have the mindset of being business partners with organizations. The moment they have that mindset, they would key in and do what they ought to do towards the productivity and of the organization to keep it an ongoing concern. And then they should register all members of their staff, because there is this saying that if you don't train them, you cannot blame them. Members should learn to be proactive, be part of the productivity solution, and they should actually be innovative and have a creative mindset. Just be a creative thinker and a wise game changer, because we have game changers that change things without thinking, but they should just be a wise game changer. And again, I hope to meet every one of you virtually on the 29th of June for the greatest HR Infused Forum, SHRF. Thank you so much.
So much for joining us. Good evening. All right, guys, there you have it. It's 51 minutes now past the hour of 4. Coming up next at the top of the hour is Critical Thinking. Don't go anywhere. you.